Welcome back after the break, and now I'm joined by a very special guest, Sharma, former CMD of United India Insurance and former Secretary General of General Insurance Council. Thank you so much, Mr. Sharma, for joining our Insurance Mantra show. It's pleasure to have you on our show. To begin with, I just want to focus on our topic, which is insurance fraud. So, sir, as per your experience of 4 decades in insurance industry, how big is this issue of insurance fraud and how this impacts policyholders and insurance companies?
It is definitely a major issue, fraud causing huge leakage from the insurance fund created by the insurance companies. Genuinely, it is meant for paying only the claims and meeting management expenses and distribution costs, whereas the fraud is eating into the fund, and as a result, the customers are made to pay higher premiums. So ultimately, the fund created has to be sufficed to meet all the outgoes. And fraud has become one of the major outgoes in the insurance industry. Not only in India, all over the world, but in India, it seems it appears to be slightly higher.
Okay.
More particularly in the health segment, by way of not only total fraud, but also by way of exaggerated losses. The both ways, the health is huge losses to the insurance industry by way of frauds, whereas the motor insurance and the property insurance, that is fire and marine cargo, there again, there is scope for major losses and exaggeration of losses causing this kind of leakages. And last year, there was a total premium collection, that is 24-25 financial year. General insurance industry collected 3.08 lakh crores of premium, money as premium, whereas the life insurance collected about nearly 4 lakh crores as the new premium, totally about 7 now. Out of this, nearly 7.5 to 10% is going out by way of leakages in the name of frauds, total frauds, or exaggerations, both put together.
Okay. Sir, you spoke that frauds are increased in the health insurance space more, and in our today's case study, we have seen in life insurance also, means family members are murdered for insurance claim. So life insurance industry is also suffering through this fraudulent claims. So how genuine policyholders get impacted through the fraudulent claims?
Yes, the fraudulent claims not only cause a leakage from the fund, total fund, and resulting in increased premiums to the customer, genuine customers also. That is one. And secondly, the scrutiny itself becomes, in view of the frauds that are happening frequently, the scrutiny itself becomes slightly tougher. And as a result, genuine claimants also will have to face that higher scrutiny and tougher scrutiny. But in spite of the higher scrutiny, tougher scrutiny, the losses are happening. And this is mainly because of the human nature. Human nature being what it is, people do try their best to somehow squeeze the insurance companies and make money out of that. That is human nature. That's what has happened. And in order to prevent that, some of the steps that one of them is that the regulator is actually last couple of years, they are trying to integrate all the insurance companies, the claims processing. Not only that, and underwriting also, they're trying to bring in bhima, sugam. That was the idea of the past chairman of IRDA. Excellent idea. And out of that, when they combine all the insurance companies' claim processing on one platform, any duplication of claims, like you said, in the case of life insurance, some 50 claims were lodged on different insurance companies and different policies for the same death of the family members. So that kind of thing can be prevented because, a flag, more than one company, a similar claim, same claim is coming up, there will be a flag in the system and that can immediately detect the losses. That is one. That kind of thing is being developed, and I'm sure it can come any moment. And once it comes in, that kind of duplication of the claims can be prevented. Second is it provides for analytics for a particular disease, for doing health insurance. There is an average for different hospitals for different diseases. What is the treatment cost and number of days of treatment given, and all those things. There is a particular average. Any place where the average is being, beaten, like any other method, any strange thing coming up, will immediately come to the light, and the insurance company will be alerted, and the insurance company can scrutinize those claims better and prevent. Those kind of things will, as they are going to come very shortly, the analytics will help in preventing.
So you mean to say that bhima sugam will play important role in detecting a fraudulent claim. But sir, I want to get your view about role of hospitals because as we see that medical inflation is increasing and there are always there are allegations from insurance industry that hospitals also get indulged in the activities. So according to you, up to what extent hospitals also play a role in fraudulent claims?
Definitely, they are playing a very major role, no doubt about it. And I'm sure all your viewers also will agree with me when I say that hospitalization is no more seen, hospitals are no more seen as service institutions. They have become commercial, too commercial. And that's quite obvious, and it's happening. And exaggeration of the losses when it comes to in the health insurance claims, it's almost 50% is maybe exaggeration, according to me. It's as bad as that. So these things can be prevented by analytics and the one that's coming in and scrutiny. And hospital, it is not the doctors. When I say in the hospital is happening, I don't blame the doctors or the paramedic staff there about this. It is the managements of the hospitals who are viewing this as a business proposition and trying to squeeze the doctors and force them to giving them billing targets and forcing them to indulge into all kinds of fraudulent means to exaggerate losses. So this is all happening, and it needs to be prevented by way of establishing a regulatory authority for medical services, and secondly, by developing analytics and combining the claim processing systems of all the insurance companies onto one platform, and with the help of analytics, find out where people are deviating from the mean, and try to identify and take action.
By regulatory authority, do you mean that healthcare regulator is the need of hour, and now it's a high time that country should have a healthcare regulator, and it's a urgent need?
Absolutely. Healthcare regulator is not the need of hour today. It has been the need of the hour 20 years back. It should have come then. I don't know what's preventing them from bringing in a regulator for the health industry, whereas in all of that, even telecom has a regulator for all the people, and insurance, of course, has a regulator. Banking itself has a regulator, and why not the health sector? Because wherever a human being, a national of the country, is prone to get exploited. So there a regulator has to come in. A regulator has a role to play there and to prevent that kind of exploitation of the customer. A patient going to a hospital is in his weakest moment. He can't he can't take any steps to prevent or protect himself. Then, unless there is a regulator who is going to take care of him, take care of the patient and the patient's relatives who are bearing the cost.
Okay, sir. And sir, one final question I want your view. If
Yeah,
the
please.
leakage get reduced, or there is a means some action is there, and with the use of technology and with the use of regulator, if fraudulent claims get reduced, do you think that customers will get the benefit of it?
Certainly, absolutely. Because no insurance company even today makes more than 3 to 5% in profit at the end of the year. Most of the companies are hand to mouth running. Just all that is going in losses, and losses may say at least to 10 to 15% is going by way of leakages, by way of frauds and exaggeration of losses. So if that can be prevented, the premiums can be brought down by at least 10 to 15% more. So along with the reduction in the GST, if this also is passed on to the customers, definitely the industry will benefit, the people, the policy holders will benefit, and there will be more number of people coming forward to insure. They can afford insurance and then come forward.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Sharma, for joining our show Insurance Mantra and sharing your insights. So that's it in this edition of Insurance Mantra. But we'll leave you with our insurance basic, that is, did you know? 10 to 15% of insurance claims are fraudulent across health, motor, property, and life. Fraud range from fake death certificate, forged hospital bills, inflated health bills, stolen vehicles, and forged motor accident reports. Healthcare frauds inflate cost by 15 to 35%. Unwanted tests, longer hospital stay, inflated bills. Motor frauds include implanted vehicles, fake third-party accident, and stolen cars sold to unsuspecting buyers. Property frauds often involved arson passed off as a fire losses or inflated inventory claims. Even internal frauds exist, like a fake reimbursement, siphoning of premium, or fake policies issued by intermediaries. Insurance fraud isn't a victimless crime. It hurts the industry, raises your premium, and weakens trust. Stopping fraud means protecting policyholders and the economy. That's it from this edition of Insurance Mantra. I'm Anurag Shah. Thanks for watching. See you next time.